St. Louis, the gateway to the West, is now the gateway to the best.
Swing and get up, baby! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Home
The game is over. The series is over. The wait is over.
What's happening, nerds? This is John Nerding Out with Cards, and bringing back the Ozzie Smith Weekend. I did skip last weekend. I already talked about that in my last video, so we're just going to get right into it. The first thing I want to show is Jeff over at A Fine Collector. You know, he's a big Mag Pro guy, and I was talking to him offline, and it manifested itself into what I'm about to show, right? And you know, I've done my Roberto Clemente Award collection. You know, it's the Cardinals along with Salvador Perez, who have won the award, and I thought it'd be really kind of neat to do like a Mag Pro label for those, and Jeff really helped me out with that, so I'm just going to show it now. And you know, Ozzie Smith, 1995 Roberto Clemente Award winner. And so Jeff designed up this Mag Pro label here, and on the back, you know, it's got a synopsis of the award. And so now I just gotta order some more of these Mag Pros and do up the rest of the collection of these. But I think this came out phenomenal. Exactly what I was hoping it would do. I really think that the label sets off the significance of the card for me anyway. So really small collection scope, 6 cards. And so I thought it was really kind of neat to do something a little bit more special for these cards. So thank you, Jeff. But it was within the last week, I was watching a video from High Pop Professor, and you know, he was showing like Greg Maddux cards and things like that. But there was a piece of information in one of his videos that I honestly didn't realize, right? There's significant sets, innovations, and things like that, especially within the 90s, that are extremely well known, right? The refractors. Everybody knows about the origins of the refractors in 93. I've talked a little bit about the origins of like the Dufex. You know, Dufex is a defunct technology now. The refractors keep on going, and that's part of why I think they're very well beloved. But there was an insert in 1994 Pinnacle. It was the Artist Proof. And that was the first Artist Proof card. And I was like, oh, wow. Well, sure as shit, you know, it's like, I got the Ozzie. You know, he showed the Greg Maddux, I got the Ozzie. And what's really kind of funny is, if you look up like what an Artist Proof is, it's usually, you know, an image, it's blank back, and this gets more into like the art world, I guess, or something like that. Whereas this is, you know, I got the base copy here, but they're identical with the exception of that stamp there on the front. So I don't know exactly what makes it a quote-unquote Artist Proof, aside from that stamp. You know, you think they could have called it something else. I don't know. I really don't know. But I had not realized, again, that this was the first Artist Proof insert for cards. Additionally, it's another one of those things, an innovation, if that's what you want to call it, from the 90s that no longer exists. Much like Dufex no longer exists. There's a different kind of insert, Press Proof, which, well, it's got a different name, so it's just different, right? I didn't pull any of those out. I'm just gonna show off a bunch of Ozzie Smith Artist Proof cards. But yeah, it just kind of, you know, the 90s, I think, were just an awesome time. within card manufacturing. Every era, I think, is special in its own way. And so it's kind of one of those things that now when I think of artist proof, I'm going to think definitively of the 90s because it does not continue on. So anyway, without further ado, I'm just going to show off a bunch more. Absolutely love this image. 1995 Pinnacle. And this one with the artist proof, they changed the color of the foiling. Instead of a goldish color, it's a silver color. But, you know, Ozzie doing his flip right there. Absolutely love that card. Same year, 95. It's kind of funny, right? Because Ozzie's known for his defense. And so here's this Swingmen card, artist proof. And I'm just going to kind of rattle through these, but you have Sports Flicks. Not the Sports Flicks that you might associate with from the 80s. This is like a reboot after Pinnacle had bought the company. But, you know, artist proof. And again, it's all because of that little stamp right there. There's a little insert within Sports Flicks that year. And it's got an artist proof. Sick card. $1996. This is where I think these artist proofs got super sweet because it was an artist proof, but then it also combined Dufex. And Keith over at Lonely Basement Baseball Cards, he in his last video got the Donnie Baseball 1996 artist proof. But yeah, this is really sick because, you know, it's the artist proof along with the Dufex. So I think that's phenomenal. And in 96 there was also Hardball Heroes. Same thing. It's got the Dufex. It's artist proof. Score. Also owned by Pinnacle. So, I mean, I really kind of, now when I think about it, artist proof, I guess, maybe that was like a Pinnacle thing. I don't know. Because here we go. We got Pinnacle Summit. A little sub-brand of theirs. Here's the artist proof of it. Select. Again, another Pinnacle brand. Sports Flicks for 96. I don't know what was up with Pinnacle in 96 taking pictures of Ozzie Smith laying down lounging, but whatever. And then we got Pinnacle Zenith artist proof. Of Ozzie Smith's 94 to 96 cards, I'm missing two artist proofs. The Aficionado, which another Pinnacle company. And then there was also a Summit card. So that the Aficionado, again, I don't have the artist proof. I have the base copy, but it would be this, and then there's artist proof marking, which would be there on the artist proof copy. But yeah, I'm missing two. That's one, and then I'll show the other. There's this Deja Vu card in the Summit, Pinnacle Summit set, but it's Ozzie Smith and Ray Ordonez. This is the foil or whatever insert, but there is an artist proof of this, and I do not have it. I've seen it come up once. Got to be way too expensive for me, so I don't have it now. But yeah, like I said, it's one of those things where I been collecting these for years, and I did not know that this was the first, like I said. And it was one of those things, like, you look it up and artist proof cards aren't made anymore. Well, come to find out, going through this video, seems like artist proofs was a Pinnacle thing, and Pinnacle no longer exists, even though, man, some absolute banger cards, and the Dufexes and all that stuff. I mean, Pinnacle was a great brand, a great card manufacturer. So I thought that'd be kind of fun to go through all those cards, the artist proofs and everything, and then show off this sick label for the Roberto Clemente Award collection. If you're interested in more of that, maybe you hadn't seen it, but you go through my Rolodex of videos. It's pretty self-explanatory in the title. I remember that, going over these. But anyway, this is how I'm nerding out. You nerd your own way.